Oho mitikuye oyasen. Oho mitikuye oyasen. I am aware that many of my openings have been cut off when I was going live lately, so Aho mitikuye oyasen. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Haush haush. Us us us. Ho'oponopono. Welcome home, my family, my brothers, my sisters. I have for you tonight, I'm going to be reading to you a message from the Masters. This is from TheresaCrabtree.com, my lovely Reverend Theresa Crabtree. And at this moment, I'm going to take the time to read to you this email that has been sent out. If you are a familiar of hers, you may have already received this. However, I will enjoy to verbally communicate this message. Yes, this is your host, Trina Christine Mason, here now live. Nice to see you. Enjoy it, bro. Happy New Year. Here we go. It goes. Greetings, dear one. As the year of 2021 closes and a new year begins, this is an excellent time to monitor your life and begin to make changes to anything that no longer serves you. Take a moment to consider your habitat. Are you in a space where you can regain a sense of inner peace? If not, what can you do to create a space where you can do so? For any whose lives are off balance, a place of sanctuary is crucial. Without inner peace, all else falls apart, for how else will you be able to have clarity of thought? How else will you be able to tune into your spirit helpers? For some, a small space will be sufficient, which you can designate as your sanctuary. A place where you can close the door and deeply meditate without being interrupted. For others, it may be time to set new parameters so that others in the household will allow you to have this space where you can maintain inner calm. There are others of you who need to move beyond your comfort zone and walk away from the war zone that you call home. You would be wise to make the conscious choice to set aside a few moments at the end of each day. Take this time to review your thoughts, words, and actions that transpire throughout the day. Congratulate yourself for the times in which you responded in a way that was loving and suitable to you. For those other moments in which you were caught up in the maelstrom and responded in a way that was not suitable to you, come up with some solutions on how you would prefer to respond when a similar situation arises. Then pretend in your mind, using all your senses to begin programming your brain on how you prefer to respond. Have you paid attention to the word pretend? What does that word conjure in your mind? A child's playful imagination? Paying attention to something fantastical? Yet the word itself means to tend to. The prefix pre means before. Thus, whatever you wish to experience must be tended to before the event arises. This is how all sentient beings create their reality. If one does not pay attention or tend to their business ahead of time and make conscious choices on how they wish to act or react, then it won't be long before everyone and everything around you is creating chaos in your life. Look at the news and you will see the results of not pretending in action. If any area of your life is not in balance, then you will see the results of your own inaction. You are a creator being down at your very core. The time in which you create is the current moment. You can take what you have learned from your past experiences, go into your sanctuary, and begin to tend to your business by choosing how you wish to present yourself to the world in the future. This is what conscious living entails. Unfortunately, only a small percentage of humans are consciously living, which is why there is so much chaos in the world. You cannot change any others, but you do have the opportunity to change yourself, so begin there. We cannot stress the importance of true meditation enough. Most of you rely on guided meditations as your daily source of inner guidance and this is well and good. However, if you choose to be more consciously connected to the source of all and to the masters and other beings of light who are here to serve you, this takes a quieting of the mind. Sitting still, consciously breathing. Most importantly, the ability to raise your vibration to a higher frequency of love and gratitude. For this will make it easier for you to make better decisions and to tune in with us in order to receive our messages. The more you can focus on rising above the sense of separation, the more you can attune to the knowledge, understanding, and experience of the unity of all. The more this becomes a part of your reality, the easier it will be to let go of the mundane, as well as the profound influences that surround you. The more love, gratitude, and compassion you can experience and express, the less you will be affected by the chaos around you. Thus, you will begin to understand more fully that your human incarnation is simply an experience desired by your soul to play around in the field of physicality. You have often heard of the analogy that life is but a play. You are the actor, director, playwright, scenery designer, musical director, all of it. Life is like a full-blown play in which all the actors ad-lib their lines, then the next actor responds to the lines of the previous actor. What fun would it be if you were sent to Earth with the full script and the inability to change the lines you speak? What value would it be for you to cast yourself into one specific role without the ability to experience beyond that role? Many of you become obsessed with finding out all the answers to every choice you made in previous lives. Many of you worry yourselves into sickness about all of the things that might possibly happen in the future, thus freezing yourself into stagnation. Many of you are overly concerned about what others may think about you or what they may say about you behind your back. Can you not see how each of these actions is a matter of giving your power over to others? You didn't come here to live in the past or the future, or to be overly concerned about the choices of others. Granted, there are times when hypnosis or past life regression can be of benefit. But this is mainly because of one's inability to let go of fears, to find the limiting beliefs they created in this lifetime, and mostly to release the past actions of others who have hurt them or that they have done to others. Know that when you release the stuck emotions, when you allow others to walk their path without setting parameters by placing your expectations on them, the healing will begin. Remember that anyone who intentionally hurts another does so because of their own unresolved pain. Don't embrace their words as your reality. Stand firm in who you are as you create yourself into the most magnificent human that you can be. Understand that when you live your life in balance and make choices based on love, you begin to release any negative energy stored in your auric field from this lifetime as well as other lifetimes. Thus, you do not need to go back to find your follies from other lifetimes, because in this lifetime, you can balance or negate these karmic energies by being of service and expanding love of self and love for others. The closer you can draw yourself to your concept of God and love, the more you will balance the energies that creates the real you. Thus, we encourage you to pay attention to the things that knock you off balance, for these are the clues to where something is amiss. You will know that specific belief or past hurt is healed when you no longer overly react emotionally to it. We see many of you spending an exorbitant amount of time focused on the negativity in your life and the concerns of past lives. There is value in looking at what no longer serves you, but an imbalance can occur when you embrace the bad in your life and beat yourself up over it. That is not the path of a conscious creator. Learn to note what no longer serves you. Be grateful that you see this is a higher light, and then with joy, recreate yourself anew. For those who feel their life is stagnant, it boils down to one point. You are not using your creative powers in a wise manner. Keep your focus on the positive. Look at ways you can pull out the creativity you had when you pretended as a child. Pretending is your natural core essence. When you pretend how you want to act, what you want to believe, what you want to release, coming back from choices based on love, your life will begin to flow magically as it was meant to since your inception as a spark of the source. Saturate your being with love of God, self, and all others. Break your shackles, unlock the door to the prison you enclosed yourself within. Go out and play. Watch children and how they play. Notice that young children tend to make friends instantly with everyone they meet. Then I think she meant they, but it says, then tend not to place judgment, to be concerned with race, culture, age, gender, or religion of the other children on the playground. Judgment is a learned trait. Find these traits you adopted and no longer serve you. Look at the beliefs you cling to and begin to make the changes necessary for you to live happily ever after, no matter what is happening around you. If ascending above the imaginary separation of all and moving towards unity is of a high priority to you, then begin to spend more time within, reviewing where this is off kilter in your life. You must have a space where you can anchor your inner peace and the desire to pretend until you successfully anchor more unity, love, and peace in your life. What better moment to begin than now? What is of more importance to you? Where you focus your attention, that is your reality. Thus, for any part of your life where you feel off balance, take the words of Michael Jackson to heart. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Know that you are loved beyond measure. Tune in and call upon us anytime for guidance and support. You each have access to your higher self, the part of you that chose to create an aspect of itself, you to have a physical incarnation. Every one of you has one to 3 guardian angels who are always by your side. Get to know them. All humans also have other supporters to help with everything that you wish to create, both good and bad. Call on the beings of light to support you with anything you set your heart to accomplish, no matter how menial or expansive. Then clear any fears and disbelief so that we can consciously co-create together. Nothing gives us greater joy than to help you awaken further to your potential and remembrance of who you truly are as a pure being of love and light. Be blessed always, always. Metatron and the Masters. This is formulated by Theresa Crabtree. You can go on theresacrabtree.com and get to experience one of her amazing soul cleanses. I love you very much. I will be back another time. I just wanted to share this message with you a little bit. Peace. Shanti. Taho.